Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Just a Taste. And on today's episode, we have a battle of titans. 17 of the toughest competitors to see who will go home with the grand prize, which is... I just ran over it with my... whatever. This sucker right here. Today, we're going to start it off with seeing who wins the prized Just a Taste t-shirt. Let's get that out of here. What was going to happen, I'm going to go into it a little bit, was I made this bracket, and boy, do I just suck at everything and never prepare for anything. I thought we only had 15 contestants, so I made a bracket. It doesn't look that good, but it took me an embarrassing amount of time to make this and also to write everyone's names in. And then I realized I had two more contestants, I guess you would call it. So you can see over here, I got this janky little sidebar conversation. So how we did this, and I'll let you in on it, was we ranked them in seeds. Is that what it's called in your seed, like your number one seed? Yeah, that's what it's called in sports. Your number one seed. So we're going to rip through the list. We're going to give a shout out to the people. So we got Rucat at the number one seed, reigning champion of the world, slapping, I think, 4 comments up, so that earns him the number one spot. Number 2 seed, we got Patrick F., slapping up 3 comments, I believe. And then it just goes how soon after the video was published that got your ranking. So we got Josh R., Michael D., Zachary M., Omicron, Dietrich C., Falling Weirdness, Reinhard or Reinhard, I don't really know. That's one thing you'll learn about me. Dude, I just suck at reading, and I was pretty nervous to actually put these up there. I was like, I'm going to mispronounce any of these, but luckily a lot of them are just names. Anywho, going on to the number 10 seed, we got Landon W. 11, Bearded Dynasty. What a Viking that man is. Number 12 seed, we got Brawler Concepts, brother. And then at number 13, we got Beans. Number 14, Nate High. Number 15, that Nice Kid, baby. Number 16, Adventures with Alex, where he'll take you on adventures, I'm assuming. And then at number 17, with our only female competitor, reigning from, I don't know where she reigns from, Marina Zimmerman. So, how we're going to do this, well, I was planning on doing this with Dawson, but he's working late again yet tonight. So I was planning on doing like a rock, paper, scissors, and then whoever wins just keeps going up, and that's how we would figure out who would win the shirt. He's not here, so I'll probably do like a coin toss or something, do heads or tails, with tails always being one person and then heads being the other. So that's kind of what I think we're going to do, because, you know, in life, sometimes you got to be like the Navy SEALs. Life doesn't go according to plan, so you got to improvise, adapt, and overcome, baby. Because that's what we're doing out here. That's about life, you know? Just adapting to the elements. If you don't change, you die, or something like that. I don't really know. But Navy SEALs would be interesting, honestly. Kind of wonder if I could make it in the BUDS training that hell week. But I don't know. If you would have spent any time with my 5th grade teacher, that was hell year. I'm just kidding. My 5th grade teacher wasn't even bad. I just had to pick a teacher. So hopefully they don't listen to this. Also, too, you can see how unprepared I am. I don't have a quarter, so I got to go get one of those. So we're going to pause this, and I'll be right back. Lickety-split. I also have zero idea if, like, how I did the rankings is anything like an actual bracket, but I don't really care. This is just how we're going to do it. So, first up, the first match of the night, the undercard fight, would be Adventures with Alex versus Marina Z. And we are going to have Adventures with Alex be heads, which I dropped the quarter. So we're going to do a reflip so they don't... What am I doing? Dude, I'm literally tripping. Maybe if I wasn't an absolute buffoon, we could actually do this. All right. There we go. Dude, my depth perception is off. What did I say? Alex was heads? It's tails! I think Alex was heads. Dude, okay, I got to rerun. No, they're going to yell at me in the comments. All right, redo. Alex's heads. Last time we're doing this. Alex's heads. Marina is tails. Dude, what is going on? Oh, look at this. Heads it is. Alex moves on to the next round. Marina is out of there. Alex. This is going to be weird. Alex. For the next matchup of the night, we got Alex versus Rucat, the number 16 seed against the number first seed. Or the number first seed? The first seed? Are we going to see the biggest upset of the night, or will the reigning champion hold his title? Let's find out. I didn't say who it was. Let's have Alex be heads again. And it's tails! Alex is not moving on because he's freaking 16th seed. What a trash panda. Let's move Ruben. Cat. Okay, now I don't really know how to do this. I'm guessing I'm just going to run from top down. So next up we got Patrick F. versus That Niece Kid. Oh my. Patrick being heads. And Patrick moves on to the next round, curb stomping That Niece Kid into the ground. Not even a fight. Let's get him out of here. Patrick. The writing's a little weird. I might have to do something there. That says Patrick for all those that do not know. Into the next matchup of the night, the Clash of Titans, Josh R. versus Nate H. Josh, of course, being heads. And the deciding factor is Josh is moving on to the next round. We got a lot of heads. Wonder if I'm doing something wrong. Nate's out of here. Josh is on to the next. Next up, we have Michael D versus Beans. Let's see if Beans will bean boozle his way to the next round. Obviously, Michael D being heads. Let's give her a rip. What do we got, folks? We got tails. Bean boozled, kick to the curb. Take out the trash, which is Michael D. Get him out of here, folks. Beans moving on, cruising down the highway like he has no regards for the speed limit. Next round, we have Zachary M. versus Brawler Concepts. I don't even know who this Brawler Concepts guy is, so that's kind of sweet. Thanks for tuning in, big man. So will the big brawler, the Terminator of time, the destroyer of, I don't know, something with a D, take on just plain old Zachary M.? Let's find out. Zachary M being heads. And we got tails. Brawler Concept destroys Zachary, pushing him to the side, stealing his lunch money. Probably gave him a swirly along the way. Brawler. You can see I did well, they're not nice, but I tried to do real nice writing for the first ones, and now it's just hot garbage for the second. But enough of that. You're not here for that. You're here for the games. Moving on from the 6th seed to the 6th seed versus the 11th seed, we have Omicron. I don't even know what that is. I think it's a Greek symbol. But anywho, that Greek symbol is about to be up against the Wizard Longbeard Dynasty Man. So let's see, will it be an upset for the ages? Obviously, Omicron being heads, we got heads. The Greek frat house symbol moves on to the next round. Get that bearded man out of here. Santa Claus was so 2013. Omicron. Next up, we have the number 7 seed against the number 10 seed. We got Dietrich C versus Landon W. Sounds like two ordinary Joes, but let me assure you this fight will be nothing but extraordinary. Let's see who takes it. Dietrich C being heads. And we got tails. Landon just takes out the freaking ordinary man and moves his ordinary man. Wait, no, we got this. Landon, moving on to the next round. What the? Also, I paid like $3.80 for this little poster board over here. So, yeah, like the thing if you like this poster board. Now, for the final, what is that? Is the front the Sweet 16? Moving on to the Hateful 8. We got one more round. Falling Weirdness versus Rinhard. Some may say this may even be the biggest rival of the night. The 8 seed versus the 9 seed. Neck and neck all season, coming down to the playoffs. Their shooting average was roughly the same, so let's see who takes it. 8, Falling Weirdness obviously being heads, and we flip the coin. And Falling Weirdness just, I don't know, I couldn't come up with anything funny for that one. They move on. Let's get Rinhard out of here. Falling. We are now down into the Hateful 8 with Patrick F. still the number 2 seed, rivaling Josh R., the number 3 seed. There's no upsets in that category, let's say that. They came on strong all season, and they're still running strong. Down to the next, we got Beans next to Rucat. Rucat being the number 1 seed. Will he swamp Beans, which is the number 13 seed? Or will we see a massive upset tonight, folks? We got Brawler Concepts versus the Greek symbol for the frat house. And let's just see if it's going to be a party or if it's going to be a fight. I don't know, that was stupid. And then we got Landon W versus Falling Weirdness, and let's just say Falling Weirdness should just fall away. What a strange name, whoever came up with that. But that's the Hateful 8. Let's start at the top. This episode might actually be kind of long. Like, I didn't know it would take this long, but... So we got Patrick F versus Josh. Let's see with the coin flip. Heads obviously being Patrick. And it is heads, the number 2 seed. Trumps the number 3 seed. Get him out of here. Give him his lunch money back. Call his parents. And get this kid a juice box. Patrick moving on to the final 4. Absolutely crazy, but that's pretty much what we expected out of him tonight. He came to play. He's not messing around, and we're seeing that tonight, folks. Next, we got Beans versus Rucat. Potentially the biggest upset of the night, Beans being heads. Let's see what the game entails. And Beans takes it! The biggest upset of the night. The number 1 seed has been dethroned. Get him out of here, folks, because Beans came to Bean Boozle. Let's go with Beans. That is crazy. The number 13 seed just absolutely massacring the number 1 seed. And now we are on to the fighter versus the frat boy. Brawler obviously being heads. Let's see who takes it. And it's Brawler. I feel like there's been so many heads. I promise I'm flipping these coins. The frat house goes home. Drink another keg, you hippie. And let's get Brawler into the final 4. Brawler. Next, we have Falling Weirdness versus Landon W. Let's see who will seal the final 4 spot. Heads being Landon. Let's get it. And it's tails. Falling Weirdness makes their, I don't know. Get him out of here. Falling Weirdness going on to the next round. I bet you guys can't even see these. So now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the stakes get high. This is where rubber meets the road. This is where the preparation of the preseason really pays off. When you got Patrick F., the number 2 spot, facing off Beans, the number 13 spot, will it be an absolute upset, or will it be what we've seen all night with Patrick do when he comes out and he just dominates? So let's find out, ladies and gentlemen. The coin, the flip, Patrick being heads. He is favored to win. Let's see what he's got. And it's tails! What a huge upset. Patrick being dethroned. Beans going on. The dude is Bean Boozling everyone in his way tonight, and that is why he was on this list. He came out to play, and let's just say, playtime's over. This boy is crushing. Get Patrick out of here. Beans is moving on to the championship game. And now we got Falling Weirdness versus Brawler. Brawler Concepts. The crazy thing is, I knew all these people except Beans and Brawler. I don't think I know them because of obviously their titles. That's crazy. Way to go. Way to just smack around everyone. Let's see what we got for this next round, ladies and gentlemen. We have Brawler versus Falling Weirdness. Brawler obviously being heads. And it's heads! Boys and girls, this is history in the making. Get the weirdness out of here. She fell right off the bandwagon. She's back on the couch. Let's get it. Brawler. That says Brawler. Brawler versus Beans. Who will prevail? The Titans of Time have came out, and ladies and gentlemen, it has been nothing but blood, sweat, and tears the whole way. Now that we have this final matchup, let's take a few seconds to talk to the coaches. Just kidding, I didn't do that. I thought that would be way funnier than what it was. I was going to act like the two coaches. That's just stupid. Let's keep it profesh, dude. Beans and Brawler. Ladies and gentlemen, the two unknown heroes prevailing tonight. The two absolute maniacs that have massacred this leaderboard. They are here for a reason. They are here to play. And let's let them play. Beans being heads, Brawler being tails. Who will prevail? Who will come out the victor? The victor of this ferocious fight. Let's find out right now. And we got the coin flip, the dramatic catch, the slap, the reveal, Beans being heads. And it's heads, ladies and gentlemen. It's gone crazy. Beans takes it all. He takes it home. Beans is the one to win the title, the championship game. My word, these things are much louder than I expected. Well done, Beans. You are the proud winner of the Just a Taste podcast shirt. Wear it proud, my friend, because you have earned it. This unsung hero of ours never asks for recognition. He just shows up. He puts on a show for the people. And there you have it, Beans. Well done, sir. Get this out of here. Don't need it anymore. Well done, Beans. That was incredible. And now I have an absolute mess all over my desk. Ooh, bars. But that's it. That is the games, folks. Thanks for playing. If you placed your bets, you can pick up your money as you exit the arena. 3-1 odds on Beans. What was Beans? Was Beans the number 13 ranked? I believe. Hang on. Let's check this out. I got to go over here because I threw this on the floor. The 13th seed just pulling it out, just making every upset of the night, dethroning Rucat, the number 1 seed. Seeds don't matter. This dude doesn't plant. He isn't into horticulture. Bean just burnt down the field. Dude, goodness. He doesn't care about seeds. It's funny that his name is Beans, though, but whatever. Let's get this garbage off my desk. Boy, oh boy, that was wild. So, in all that craziness and funny, let's break it down a little bit. Thank you guys for putting your submissions in. That was crazy. I did not think we were going to get 15 people to comment on these videos. So that was awesome. Thank you guys for that. Beans, my man. What I need from you now is obviously I'm not going to ask you to put your personal information just on YouTube. So what you're going to have to do is go into the email, which is jatproducer@gmail.com. Plug in your credentials there, and I will ship you this shirt with a nice handwritten sentiment. Although you can see my handwriting is absolute garbo. But if you do not respond, then it will go to the number 2 seed, which is Brawler. If he doesn't respond, we'll just keep going down until someone does. Someone will get the shirt. But boy, was that just... I'm sweating. I am sweating so bad. That was just, whew, a event of the century, let's just say. if you guys like that kind of garbage, not really the theatrics or everything, but the giveaways, if you like the shirts, comment. We'll probably do some more at some point throughout the career, because obviously it's like pretty new and we're already giving shirts away. And I just like doing it. It's pretty fun. That was kind of silly. That was kind of crazy, but it was kind of cute, a little cutesy. Oh man, but whew, that got me all riled up. I'm just glistening in this artificial light, sweating, But that's kind of the episode. Honestly, we could end it there. But we'll give you a little bit more. We'll give you just a taste more. And dude, speaking of sweating though, I have been out in the sun a little bit, and it has been a heater around here. And let's just say, nothing against the Amish, but I have smelled like an Amish boy in a heat wave. It has been bad. Ever since like Sunday, I just kind of stank. Just couldn't get rid of this odor within my body. So that's been kind of interesting, I feel like I can never get this mic right, which is kind of weird, because it's like always just hiding my facile, But, man, I wish Doss would have been here for this. That would have been epic. I had those confetti cannons just hidden, and I was hoping I could just shoot one at his face. But boy, did he dupe me and not show up tonight. But that's a little bit of life, We improvise, we adapt, we overcome. We are the Navy SEALs of the podcasting realm, I would say. The unsung heroes. Speaking of unsung heroes, did you guys ever watch Hogan's Heroes? That like old, I don't know, maybe it was 80s TV show about the prisoner of wars over in Nazi Germany? It sounds just from that description that it would be very serious. Hilarious show. Phenomenal. If you haven't watched it, go watch it, because it is I think it's on Amazon Prime, honestly. But yeah, man, that's about life. Beans just pulling ahead. Sometimes when you're the number one seed, you think you're all this hot stuff. You just get dethroned, And then some underdog, little Rocky Balboa action, smacking Creed around, wins the cup. And that's about life, You feeling all inflated. Speaking of feeling inflated, this is honestly a little embarrassing, but it's just life. I did not think we were going to get the amount of views we did on some of our shorts, which is awesome. Thank you guys for doing that. But, I'm not going to lie. My ego, got a little inflated. I was like, oh. And, I kind of felt like the man for a little bit. So I had to literally tell my wife. I was like, dude, this is kind of embarrassing. You got to keep me in check, because this boy's kind of a dirtbag, just. But I get how, okay, so we're going to break this down, because I always got annoyed at people that I think did this, but I can very easily see how you could do this. So there's YouTubers where I think all they're doing is maybe chasing views, and their content isn't that good or original. They're just doing stuff to get more views. And I can totally see how you can get wrapped up into that Ponzi scheme, because I think you do, every time you see, a little or, a follower, you do get a little dopamine hit, I think. And I think maybe then you can become, I'm going to say, a sellout. Maybe. Probably. That's what it is. And I think you can just kind of, be so focused on the views and everything. So I was chatting with my wife about this because, hey, I'm human. I struggle with an inflated ego. I'm a man. And what I have determined, I believe, to combat that, because I think you'll struggle with that. I think with anything, with humans, humans are just kind of, let's face it, we all can be a little dirt baggish sometimes. And I think the combating that would be, instead of focusing on the views and that type of deal, just continuously making your content better. Because at the end of the day, you do want more people to see your content. You want to grow your community, I guess. I don't know. I'm all I'm learning this as I go along, I think, and I'm processing this as I go along. So you guys are kind of getting the upfront, close, not a lobotomy, autopsy? No, that's of a dead person. I don't know. You can view this and it's all fresh, it's all new. I'm working through it. of, what was I even saying? Yeah, I don't know, of like the views and everything. Like you can, I don't know, whatever I was saying. I think what you do to combat that is just consistently make your craft better, because then at some point, 3, 4, 5, 6 years down the road, when you actually put in all the work, I think it'll pay off, and you'll have like a super cool community to like hang out with and chill, and maybe you'll get some cool opportunities. I don't know. I'm just figuring this stuff out as I go along, but it is weird the human nature that just flares up inside you like a raging brush fire. Yeah, and just like the stuff we all struggle with, I guess. Interesting. But yeah, that's I don't know, I don't really have much for this episode. Obviously, the shirt giveaway was a huge thing. Shout out to Beans. Incredible. Way to go, my brother. Also, put in the comments what your name, well, if you feel comfortable, what your name is. Maybe I know you. Maybe I don't know you. How'd you hear about this episode or podcast? Let me know all that in the comments below. Also, too, put in the comments if you want another shot, if we should do another tournament. Maybe next time we'll freaking do some mud wrestling or something. Nah, I'm just kidding. We won't do that. That's crazy. This is a children's channel, you sickos. I don't know what we'll do. We'll keep it interesting. We'll keep it light. Do random jargon like that. If you like stuff like that, content like that, hit the like button so I know you guys are enjoying it. If you don't like it, I mean, you can leave a negative. Negative comments are kind of funny. Or not negative comments. Like dislikes. Those kind of crack me up. Because I'm just not a person. Oh, I guess we'll go into this a little bit. I guess I am that lazy, or maybe I just don't care enough. I have a pretty relaxed personality, I guess, where I wouldn't, even if I like, yeah, I'm telling you guys to comment on videos. I don't even comment on videos. So that's kind of interesting for me to work through. Maybe I should start commenting on videos. But what I was saying with that is, like, I don't take the time to comment or like a video unless I really, really like it. Like, I think there might have been one video in YouTube that I liked, and that was the original Apple commercial. Ugh. Dude, if you're a creative or just anyone, look up Think Different by Apple. Boy, oh boy. Does it just make you want to scale mount Killiman flippin' Jarro? Or just make a Jarro peanut butter. That was stupid. Yeah, that one wasn't it. But it's just so inspirational. I love it. And it's a commercial, which is weird. Something that plays in between, like, what you actually are wanting to watch on TV. I know we talked about cable before on there. That's still just a weird concept to me that doesn't exist anymore. But now there's YouTube. People doing this stuff. And I guess people like it. You keep watching. My 6 loyal followers. But, man, it's crazy Seth didn't get that shirt. He's going to be so ticked. Oh, well. R.I.P. Seth. Man, I don't really got much else. We're wrapping up on 30 minutes. I mean, that took up a good amount of time. As always, we're glad you guys are here. If you like this stuff, yeah, do whatever you want. Subscribe, like. Don't subscribe, don't like. Do you. Go out into the fields. Oh, speaking of in the fields, this is super random, but I just thought of this. I found out that Gladiator, that movie where he's gone through the wheat field, or sorry, that scene where he's gone through the wheat field, total BS for the time period. Apparently, now with new technology, we have breeded wheat with African shortgrass, which makes it shorter, so you have less waste. Because, so apparently wheat used to be like super tall back in the ancient times. Now we have cross-genetically breeded, I don't know if it's breeded when it's plants. Anywho, we breeded African shortgrass with wheat to make it shorter, but then it still has a nice big head, so you're having less waste, I guess. But just in that scene of Gladiator, that's a bunch of bogus, because up in that time, would have had high wheat. That dude wouldn't have been walking like this. He would have been walking like this. So that was interesting. Guys, see any good movies recently? Man, I love movies. I am a movie, not buff, but I do like a good recommendation. Like if I get recommended a great movie, I remember excuse me. I remember when someone recommended to me not Interstellar, Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh my word, what a brain bender that was. Just the absolute trickery it plays on your mind. It's like a magician is just tingling around, pulling rabbits out of your hats, out of your mind. What a great movie, though. I remember being recommended that and then watching it and like, oh, incredible. Then someone recommended to me the new Mario's movie, and boy, they hyped it up to a level of hype that it should not have been, and I just did not think it was that good. I'm a big sucker for a good story, and I think in life, all of us are just a sucker for a good story, even with our own life. Like, we want our own life to be a good story. And I feel like storytelling is potentially a dying art form. Well, not dying. Maybe people just in regular life. No, I redact everything I just said, because one benefit of YouTube, Instagram, TikTok is I feel like people are getting very creative with how they tell stories. Now, you have a lot of people that just rip off other content, and that's cool too, because it is still kind of funny most of the time, but like there are very creative people telling story through that. Maybe it's just not mainstream. Maybe I don't have like the inside scoop on it, but boy, do I love good story. A phenomenal movie that is animation is Tintin. I don't know if it was that popular, but boy, oh, it's like if Indiana Jones, I don't even know. It's like maybe, what's the other movie like Indiana Jones? Anywho, it's like this reporter. So like if New York Times met Indiana Jones, and it's incredible. It's like this kid, he's a reporter, he fights crime and like solves mysteries. Maybe if Indiana Jones and Pirates of the Caribbean had a little mixed baby, that's what Tintin would be. Except this dude is about the palest guy you can see. He's got orange spiked up hair. A real Irishman looking guy. But I don't think or maybe he's in Scotland or London. I don't really know. But the movie is phenomenal. I would recommend it to anyone. So, yeah. If you guys have any good movie recommendations, put those in the comments, because I love movies and I'm always looking to find new movies to watch. I do not like horror. I don't know how to say whore, because I think I just say whore like a prostitute. Horror? Do you pronounce the double R and then the R at the horror? I think I always just say like whore, and then it sounds like I'm talking to a prostitute. And I don't want that to happen. I don't want to. Well, yeah. We're going to end that segment right there. Just snip that in the butt before that goes anywhere else. I don't like horror movies for the fact I think I have a very immersive imagination, and I will wig myself out way too much, and I'll like look at a blanket curled up in the corner and think it's a demogorgon just coming to slurp my brains out of my own head. So I don't like horror movies, but other movies I like. So if you guys got any good recommendations, shoot them over in the comments. And enough said. We'll see you next time when Doss is back. It'll be a high old time. We might do another giveaway at some point in the near future. Let me know if you liked it. I know I probably said that already. But, yeah. Pretty radical Rex. I'm glad you guys participated. It was fun doing that. I had a blast. And, yeah, Beans, shoot me over that deets into the Gmail, jatproducer@gmail.com, and we will make sure we send you that golden ticket prize. Right on. Later, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. All right. Peace out, Girl Scout.